is getting
KP,
low.
he had magic wand charges. Is that going to be enough? Oh, the final arrow comes in, and Teehee managed to snatch the first blood away. So already, Cook going to do, you know?
I mean, there's some truth in that. It could be a team ML thing. Chains into the arrow will land.
Very nice.
Long enough.
Charge comes through, the disruption very well timed by Bumpy. He's stuck going to be on the other side of the cliff, surrounded by his own illusions. I believe he is just dead. Beautiful setup from Xerxia, and this is kind of what was Marm out of his lane. So, you know, if your support's away anyway, make plays happen. Vito is going to die. Maybe I'm just thinking of his Pango game, but that was... Yeah, he died to the Rubik Medusa, but I don't feel like this duo is going to kill Doom over and over again, you know? They got a one-off. Nice slight chains. Once again, landing. Carl getting low. The charge is going to be able to come in to break things up a little bit. Leaping forward, trying to go for the DD, and he gets it onto JG, turns around, activates that DD, starts putting in the work up against Tim's, who only has level 1 charge, so he is definitely dying. Bumpy actually stealing away the last hit. I don't know if he thought the charge was coming up sooner than it was, or if he really just wanted that last hit. But now, another slight chains and another arrow. Bosku will now be dying. All right, Xerxia looking hot now.
Yeah, this is like way different than a lot of the previous. Just crashing with the supports, getting some numbers advantage, getting rune advantage.
Oh, really?
Behold my seven days. I'll join you in death, old girl.
The power runes is the way where I think this hero wins games. Because he does not really win them when he falls behind in the early. I think the hero just loses so much purpose.
What do you think
he split, and then this hero has a lot of really bad matchups. Just put him so far behind. Birds are
nice for taking the hard cam stack. Blacklist bringing both their mid and top sandwich in on one spot. And they're going to give Carl the recovery CS here on Bumpy.
Yeah, he needs it. It's nice, but he is still decently far behind on this big bad.
That should help. Radiant's middle tower is
Stolen in
under
his
attack.
face.
Got a lead. He's really holding on to it. Does leap down to low ground. Actually gets himself stuck in the trees.
And the move speed slightly higher. So his, and his status resistance.
He can chain stun people as well.
Scanning.
But nobody can. The thing is, Spear Breaker was never about chain stunning people. Spear Breaker is about getting as many spells off as you can in a fight and being tanky as hell. The hero does that very well. Form as another arrow will land.
Another slight chains that Carl almost falls to. They don't want to overcommit here, it looks like. JG starts chasing after him. Charge on the other side, though. He's going to be able to catch Bombi. Bombi not dead yet. Disruption does save him, but KP is going to drop the birds on them both. They have detection. Okay, finally dropped it. Catches one. Rapido. Still another sentry out there, so he's going to be walking through it for a while. Arrow comes through, but it's maybe enough to save him. Oh, the Moonlight Shadow is going to be wearing out now. He popped the wand. He gets invis for a little bit, but now the Moonlight Shadow is truly worn out, and he...
That was phylactery rush for
It seems to be pretty good because Ember Spirit keeps on being able to go top and slow down whatever push is happening there, and they're actually putting real pressure on the tier 2 on the other side of the map. Charge is going to come through. Tim's completing that charge. Didn't expect that. His team is going to come in to try and rescue him out here, but Tim still dies. Young God going to reset off his ultimate. While Carl waiting on the side here, looking for an opportunity, but he just has the Octarine core, so not an easy way to make his way into the team fight to start.
This is not a game for this hero, so you have to respect it, especially Shadow Demon. I think Shadow Demon was one of the old school. He was one of the biggest counters that developed versus the core Spear Breaker that TI patch you. Now they're just gonna get the whole
did not expect the rotation behind the tier 2. That was nasty, but it looks like it may not work out as the lasso pullback here. Rapido, Virgin Cell trying to get rid of these sticky napalm stacks. Got another one, but a lot of damage coming his way. Gets up to the high ground for the charge. Hits him finally. Tim's able to beat him down. They do get the trade-off, and the Spear Breaker gets blown up in return, but decent pickup.
Map control here. Xerxia just gonna run straight back bottom. Instantly trying to fall off that ward. I think he's getting
Disruption is there in time.
Wow, what a valuable observer. Really paid off. They had the sentry for it too. You just didn't see it.
crazy.
Based on how their lineup works. They have Blink Aether on top. He's really aggressive and get disruptions on Dota. That just pulls out. Fight.
You was maybe baiting a little bit, but he bait too hard though. Already down to half health. The Crimson Guard doing a lot of work protecting him against this damage, but the charge through the side. Tim's hits 2 and finishes off 1 while the Shadow Demon quickly dies. Still working on Raven though. Mana Shield finally down. Young God committing for the kill, but he's not gonna get it. He dies. Blacklist.Rivalry play that fight apparently to perfection. I don't know how nobody really died in that. I thought Xerxia had some good momentum going, but that fight, not theirs for the taking, it seems. JG's going to be run down underneath the tier 2. The only survivor is going to be Captain Dehe.
It was a sick charge by Tim's. Really separated that engagement. And you just still don't get a Doom off. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But I don't know. Just have to find another angle. Front of an observer, invisible charge.
Got him on the last one. Still those Saints, maybe Crimson Guard, and he gets a jump away, but he jumped back in. Oh no, the Remnant. He didn't want to jump away too far. Now has another slide, gets a little distance, but he's running out of Remnants. He does die, but he does have a Remnant out if he wants to fight back. And he's going to do just that to join in the fight.
It's a must-win fight.
Low, very, very low. Disruption, and it's going to be caught now. Blacklist.
Arrow lands.
That was an okay fight for them, but the buyback makes things so much worse as they're going to be able to run down all of these heroes now. How did that Ember survive through that initiation?
I mean, Rapido blinked in and Crimson piped him. And I think he purged him too. So he purged off like all the stacks, so much damage.
And on top of that, he's got a Sanj, so status resistance. It didn't last that long.
Nice play by Rapido, makes up for some of the earlier fights, gets the Doom on Medusa. It is after the Stone Gate. But that's still the type of fight they won. And then you get that later disruption in the arrow. And this is where I'm saying the damage outside of this lineup does not do the spell onto you, right?
Yeah, redirect Doom
Okay.
onto you.
Like, jump on the Shadow Demon, the best goddamn target they can find.
They need to have dust to be able to save him. The Stork actually bailed him out with the shard. They do have the Doom out onto KP at the same time. Spearbreaker, Tim's going to TP out, charge back into this fight. JG trying to chase after him with the shield rune, going for the Visage, and they'll finish him off finally. The Doom is successful. The Stolen Doom turned back around onto Rapido, but that's okay. The team seemingly already have won the fight and just cleaning up some of the scraps. Carl, he'll die to the slight. Everybody else from the side of Blacklist had to retreat.
Mirana ult plus Gem on Sark is going to the map right now.
They're going to get the Purge and Doom all and the arrow on top. That one, the Dusa is super dead. Without the Dusa, as you said, that's most of their damage. Double damage for JG going to work as well. They're going to hit the back line. The Rubik's going to die. Bosku, the second to fall on this team fight. Don't want to dive in too deep, though. They'll respect the tier 3 tower and head back to deal with tier 2.
This game, it got out from Blacklist control very fast. I think this really came down to some of the early game from Xerxia. Set up a lot of momentum for JG in this game. Just gave them so much time to bring their scale online. Like their supports, they got rich really fast. And we have like games of
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This mid lane. Now he's going to jump. Young God getting closer to a fight. Another ward, dewarded. An arrow lands beautifully, sets it up. Lincoln's to break through it, trying to get off the Doom. The telekinesis stops him for now. They have the beautiful sword shard, the depth shroud helping him out quite a bit. Raven. Somewhere or what, but she still has 1200 to work with, so still like 4,000 HP, effective HP to go on. It looks like Young God, okay, he did manage to get off both the Purge and his ultimate. They used the Doom on a KP instead. Try to go for him. It's hard to be able to go and shut him. Oh, he managed to finish him up. All the supports dying as a result of Young God. Well, it looks like Gamer Spear's going to be able to chase after. No problem. They're going to leave Raven for last, it looks like, as even the Bat Rider coming into the mix trying to catch Bombi, but with the Deuce gone, so goes the damage, and Young God will clean up Carl as well. That is effectively the game right there. You just wiped Blacklist. Oh, they found him. disruption only lasts so long. The purge, DKD, charge away. He's so
charging.
slow. We're just gonna run out eventually.
He's charging.
Doom on it. All right, they got it.
The Doom one.
All right, I am trying out on these because I think Omni-Knight is broken. He does have Aegis, and he does have both of his ults. He's got that one right there with the Shadow Dance. He's going to jump over the side. Still has Depth Shroud to work with as well if he wants to pop it. Ooh, save the disruption. Has a chance here. Gets off the Depth Shroud, sits around there, bounces down to low ground where he kills Tim.
How the hell does he get out of there?
Smooth moves and a save from Bombi.
I guess you just always blink in, cleanse him, or disrupt him and reset. And what do you do after that? That Stone Gaze down. Lasso.
They do have Lasso, and they slotted the Shadow Demon again. Carl finding the right kind of initiation. The Shadow Demon is already dead. They turn to Demonic Cleanse back around with Ruby save, but the Medusa just gets run down. There's too much damage. Even when we get the right initiation, it's not enough.
Got melted, man. Use a Morana makes me eat my words.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How much damage do you do in that fight?
100, absolutely nothing. Charge gonna come through. Try and find something up. 5 buybacks here for Blacklist cap.
I mean, you got it. He's still working with an Aegis. I kind of feel like they could win this fight, but there's no point in taking it. Might as well just reset.
Why 5 buybacks? You already won the fight.
And absolutely ruined their economy. Now they're up 35,000 net worth. Tim's is almost done with his Aghanim Scepter. He's real close.
Where's the Divine?
Stone Gaze. Okay, reset. Well, I think they lost it with the buyback. You know?
Wait, he fought? Didn't die on Courier? He died on Courier.
Much longer till his courier's back up because they're going to need it. They got the initiation onto the Doom of all heroes, which is pretty decent if they can actually keep him here. The damage is so damn slow, though. Raven's having a hard time putting it out there. They finally dropped the Doom, trying to get out. All right. They got the road, Slark, young god. Oh, he barely gets off the Depth Shroud. He lives. They charge on through again, trying to finish him off. He's still not dead. Another round of nukes. It's not going to be good enough. The Visage can't quite kill him. KP going to be chased down. JG finishes him off, and Remnant starts sliding away with the disruption onto Raven 2. Limited the damage, turning the Medusa's illusions back around on him.
We're on a lot here from Xerxia. Raven's still alive, but he's not doing any damage, to be honest. He needed that Divine. Maybe you can win that fight if you have Divine, but without it,
Radiant structures are
throwing pebbles at a train, man.
Still another minute until it's up.
Radiant
Courier, that
Radiant's bottom
Well, a
tower
minute is Mega's here.
Let's be honest, they were already kind of settling in to play up against Megas, so.
That's true. That's where this team hits their stride.
The Dire now have mega creeps. Radiant's
seconds for
middle
the
tower
current.
is under attack.
Can they keep this up? Hold out long enough for the Divine Rapier to come into play. Ravens. A little pressure there. Throw the Doom out onto Tim's. Quickly kill him. They get a force snap into the fountain. Young God's going to chase after him.
Safe nowhere.
Raven will die before he can get his Divine Rapier. Now that is just sad.
Divine Rapier will never see the light of day, and it respawns.
I mean, he ends the game with a Divine Rapier, which is rare. That's true. You can pull that off.